Construction company owner Laura has grown increasingly aware that she is losing control of the moving parts of her business. She's beginning to realize that in today's interconnected world, the disjointed and outdated systems that she has relied on for the past 20 years are not keeping up. Worse yet, she's not receiving any benefit from the annual software investment that she's forced to make, including the additional overhead costs that she incurs year over year just to get the work done and keep these outdated systems running. Laura has heard from Mike, one of her peers in another city, that Mike's company has benefited by moving to a more modern technology platform. Laura asks Mike to take her through a day in the life of how this works for him. Before Mike begins his day in the life walkthrough, he and Laura agree that while priorities change based on the economy, all contractors face the same challenges, including finding profitable work, reducing risks, finding and keeping good talent, and keeping jobs on time and under budget, all key factors that Mike focused on when evaluating construction management solutions. Mike then describes his typical day to Laura.
My day begins with my first cup of coffee at the house when I check my calendar and emails. I pay close attention to reminders and alerts that originated from the back office system and get a grip on any field issues so I can handle them immediately when I get to the office. When I get to the office, I check my dashboard. If I see any issues, I can drill down to the details to determine what may be causing the problem. Often, one of my project managers has change orders that have not been approved, or there are cost items that are over budget. The point is, I can see where the problem is and can even see all the supporting documents like purchase orders, invoices, or timesheets without having to ask anyone for them. Of course, if it's urgent, I call the project manager or whoever can address the problem. If it's not that urgent, I make a note to discuss with the project managers at our weekly status meeting. Speaking of meetings, this just so happens to be my weekly meeting day with our new CFO, Alice, so I looked at a couple of other things on my dashboard and noticed that one of my primary subs has recently missed a couple of deadlines and had been late with some compliance documents. Nothing serious yet, but enough to make my antenna go up. Especially since this particular sub is working on a ton of our jobs and we cannot afford for him to leave us holding the bag. Anyway, Alice and I will probably make a call together to see what's going on and how we can help. Here's the thing, I had no way to know stuff like this before. I had to depend on my team to give me a heads up, and even that was a hit or miss. In addition to issues like this, Alice and I primarily meet to discuss financials. I'm sure you do this too. I have to say I am much more comfortable with these now that we have a system in place that allows us to do our cost projections on a weekly basis. And while in the past we focused on last month's work in process and financial statements, we pay more attention to forward-looking key performance indicators like projected cash flows with backlog that really help with the crystal ball stuff. Before we had our new system, we never had that capability and had to do a ton of external work in spreadsheets and other tools. Since so much of our time is spent working with the project managers, let me tell you what we've done to help make their job easier. Each PM is using technology that talks to our back office in real time, which allows them to be more productive and more informed. The bottom line here is I want them to concentrate on the things that make us money or keep us from losing it. And they can accomplish everything in the field that they can do in the office without sacrificing the quality of work. Toward the end of the day, I decided to get in 9 holes before heading home. I must admit, I don't feel as guilty leaving the office as I used to.
Laura thanks Mike for his insight. She realizes that she's been just getting by, and if not careful, she can find her company trapped in the past, while more forward-thinking companies, with modern systems in place, pass her by. She determines to do something about this and asks her daughter Stephanie to form a technology team to get them on the right track. Want to learn more about how you can gain a better view of your construction business? Schedule a demo and let's discuss how our 35 years of construction experience and hand-picked solutions can do just that.